Hello and welcome back to another edition of the Medeek Floor plugin. My name is Nathaniel P. Wilkerson, and just recently I added the floor header stretch tool, this tool right down here in the toolbar, and I made one additional adjustment to it, basically because when it comes to editing these headers, the regular menu for the whole thing is a little clunky in my opinion. But let's jump back into that menu real quick. I've gone ahead just for the sake of time and created this floor with an opening in it. But let's edit this opening here real quick. And so as you can see, we can reset everything rather quickly, which I'm actually going to do here. I think we'll just go saw number, hit reset all headers, and then hit update. Okay, so basically we reset all our headers now back to saw number and just single ply. So the issue really, I guess, with the editing of these headers is, you can select whatever edge you like and then go ahead and get in there and configure each edge. I think the problem is, though, with that, and it's not a bad system, but unfortunately sometimes you forget, which one of these headers is which. And, you can obviously click into the model here and find out which one it is just by going like this and then taking a look and say, oh yeah, that's header 3, or this one here is header 2. So we can see that we wrapped around it clockwise, right? Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can get that information. However, in my mind, it still requires extra mouse clicks and is probably a little inefficient. So what I've done actually is we have the stretch tool, right? So if you go ahead and click the stretch tool, and typically you just come in here, you mouse over whatever header you want, click on it, click again on which end you want to obviously edit, and then go ahead and stretch that out, right? Okay, so that is basically the default mode of that tool. However, if you use the control key, and I'm pretty sure on the Windows or on Mac, sorry, there's also a control key, but it's basically the same key. So you hit the control key in this tool. So I'm going to go ahead and click the tool one more time, and I'm going to edit this. But instead of right here clicking on this, I'm going to click the control key. And you'll notice when you click the control key, now as you mouse over each one of these headers or trimmers, you're going to see it's kind of highlighted green. And you'll also notice down here in the little prompt, it says rather than saying stretch header, it's now saying edit header. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this one. So what we did is and if you toggle it back with the control key, now it'll go back into stretch mode. But by default, stretch mode is what's going to happen when you first load the tool. So if you want to edit instead of stretch, just click your control key and then mouse over and click. And see what happens now is instead of going into stretch mode, it goes into edit mode, and you can get in here and you can actually just edit like this header here. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to timber, and maybe I will, let's go with, say, a nice thick timber header here. And I'm going to go ahead and update that. And see, now we've gone ahead and done that. So yeah, so basically you kind of have two modes for the stretch tool. The default mode, of course, is just stretching, and it will do that. But if you want to use it as an edit tool, you can also do that. Or you can go back into the regular edit tool and then select your edge, whichever one you want. But I think this may be easier because here you could just simply mouse over your intended header, hit the control key, and now I can get in there and change that up. Like for instance here, I want to go to a 2-ply, let's say LVL. All right. Okay, so basically, yeah, we've got two modes now, again, toggled with the control key that you can use within the stretch tool now. So just gives you a few more options as far as editing these headers and trimmers. It's really not a major update or anything. Also, too, I just wanted to note that I did add in the timber option for the material type here, or the header type. I don't think I had that added in before, so that one was kind of missing. So anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. And yeah, I think mostly done with this tool and openings now. I will be now jumping back to working with adding the MPC trusses to the floor plugin. And yeah, we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks, and goodbye.